everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I just came in today to give you a little more celebrity tea. The first one up is Miss Wendy Williams. Now, I read a story on B. Scott's website that there's a little trouble going on at the Wendy show. What I read is that her husband is possibly being asked, to leave the show. Now, what the story says is that he's a little controlling. They're saying that he is requiring the production staff to run all stories by him. He is not allowing Wendy to approve the scripts. They all have to come through him. The guest list have to come through him. They said that he changes her cell phone number frequently, which causes a problem with the production team getting in touch with her. He changes that number all willy-nilly whenever he wants. They even accuse him of hiring a different driver for Wendy. Basically, he's coming between Wendy and her show, the production team, and it's causing chaos. And they pretty much want him to leave the show. Now, on B. Scott's website, it says that, there's a possibility that Wendy and her husband Kevin are in the midst of trying to get a divorce. Now, we know that we've had rumors about Wendy and Kevin, having problems, and every so often we hear that they're in the midst of, wanting to split. Now, I don't know, how true that is. Wendy and Kevin have been together since 1997. Now, this is a case of, bringing your spouse into your business. For some people, it works well. They get together, husband and wife. One of them has a big career, and the other one is there to, act as a manager or something. But other times, it just does not work. And it sounds like Wendy and Kevin are going through a bit of that. Now, I must admit, I don't watch Wendy's show on a daily basis. I watch it whenever there's a guest on there that I want to see, and I also catch her hot topics. Now, Wendy's show has been approved through 2020, so it's not like the show is going to go away. The problem appears to be that Kevin is causing chaos behind the scenes. Now, this is what I think. Wendy is a smart businesswoman. She made a transition from radio to television, and her show is being successful. I think that whatever is going on behind the scenes, Wendy is going to get that together. If it means removing her husband from the show, because they said that Wendy is on board with doing that because she understands that he's causing problems. So if that's what it will take to get the show back on track behind the scenes, I believe that Wendy will make that move. Now, will it cause even further problems in their marriage? More than likely it would. So what we need to do is just, refrain from making opinion on what's going on. I will just say this. I want whatever is going to keep that show on air to happen. So if it means giving Kevin the boot, give him the boot. Get the show, back in one peaceful place and remove the party that's causing problems. Sometimes, folks, unfortunately, that is the only way. So let's see what happens with these two. On to the next story. Now, this next story up is about Barack and Michelle Obama. You know that they're doing a movie, or have done a movie, about their first date. And, they are the first. He is the first African American president to serve this country. And those two seem to really love each other. And I appreciate that there hasn't been any type of scandal or, rumors of infidelity within their marriage. They seem to have a strong bond and to have each other's back. It seems like Michelle, when Barack is being attacked, by the Republicans, and he's going through everything that he's gone through, she is there by his side, keeping him strong and supporting her husband. I just love the love that they seem to exude throughout these 8 years that he's been president. So this is a movie that I'm looking forward to seeing, because I saw, interviews that they did where they laughed and talked about that very first date. So for them, this must be something really special for this, entire movie to be based on when they first met each other and what happened on that first date that made them know that they were meant for each other. So this is a good story, and I am actually looking forward to this movie, and I would be curious to know if you guys are planning to see it. So good job, President Obama. Okay, this next story concerns Keke Wyatt. Now, apparently, just recently, a topless picture of Keke was posted on social media. Now, we know Keke Wyatt from R&B Divas, and she has her little quirky personality on the show, but we love Keke for that quirkiness. And the girl can blow her head off. That girl knows she can sing. But what happened is this topless picture of her was posted to social media, and her boobs were kind of blurred out. Now, Keke came on social media right after the picture was posted, and she was very, very apologetic. You see this post that she made saying, oh my God, this picture was intended for my husband. Now, with Keke, I initially said, that I did not think that this was something that she would post. Keke is trying to really, get her name out there and revive that singing career, because it's not like she can't blow. But after I had that initial feeling about it, her brother posted down in the comments of that Keke's 4-year-old nephew had, accidentally posted that picture to social media. Now, my thing is on that sounded a little suspect to me, because I know that these little kids are able to, play with phones, because they said that the 4-year-old had got a hold to her phone and accidentally posted that picture. Now, I, am not up on all of these different phones and how they work, and if the 4-year-old had the ability to pull up her pictures, pick out the picture that he wanted to post, then know how to go to social media and actually post the picture. So it made me rethink my initial feeling that, it was just an accident. But I would be curious to know what you guys think. Do you think that that 4-year-old was able to do all of that? Or do you think that Keke was trying to be provocative? Now, Keke can sing so well that she does not need to have a nude picture out there. I don't think that's the way that this girl wants to go. I truly don't. She doesn't strike me as the type that would do that. She has all those babies, and, it's just her and her husband living their life. And like I said, Keke is that quirky girl that you just, even though she's quirky and she has her little funny things, you still love her. So I, again, would be curious to know what you guys think. Did the 4-year-old post the picture, or do you believe that Keke posted it for a reason and then instantly regret it? regretted it. Leave your comments down in the comment section if you don't mind. Okay, the last one up is K Michelle. Now we know K Michelle from Love and Hip Hop, and some of us love her to death and some of us can't stand her. You know, she has that mouth on her, and she's had all these problems with her men. And the most notorious problem that she had has been with Memphis. But since then, K Michelle has dated several different men. Seems like she's trying to find her Mr. Right, and she's going to go through a few men before she does. Well, here lately, and I'm not sure if this is a new story, because it seems like I heard about this new guy a little while ago. She was allegedly dating this doctor that is a dentist, and she seems like she had found someone that she really liked, and she started posting a lot of pictures of herself online on social media, you know, gushing about how much she really liked this guy, and that pretty much she was hoping for the best on this one. She seemed like she had calmed down just a little bit, and she was gonna try to focus on this new relationship, just trying to get it off his feet, and see what it was about. Well, you know the rule of social media. If you got any type of man or problems or anything, you might not want to put it on social media. Because what happened is when K Michelle started posting all of these pictures of herself and her new little boo thing, a poster put a comment out there stating that this guy was a notorious cheater. She even posted a picture of a woman that he is allegedly supposed to be engaged to. And she was saying that she didn't know that K Michelle was, really booed up with him, and she wanted her to know exactly what was going on. Now, I had heard that K Michelle said that she was pregnant, and this person that posted this comment said that when Kay Michelle found all about this guy's notorious cheating history, that it was going to devastate her. So I don't know if this guy is a cheater and if this story is actually true about him being engaged to someone else, because the person that posted it actually said that he was like living a double life. So, I don't know if K Michelle has kicked him to the curb since all of this stuff came out, but I'm going to be watching this story to find out how it plays out, because it just seems like K Michelle just cannot get it right. At first, I thought it was because of the guy she chose. Now, we know that K Michelle can be something else, but she also seems to choose the same guy over and over. So when I had heard about this new thing, I thought, well, maybe this is the one, that she could settle down with for a little while. But it seems that might not be true. So if you guys have heard anything about this doctor, and if these allegations are true that he's engaged to someone else, leave that down in the comment section, because I would be curious to know. Because if K Michelle finds out this is true, she is going to cuss him out, probably fuck him up, and all of that. Child, this woman's life is a roller coaster. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.